something I can see turning out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost a... But heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body now. It's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to, quiver and pulsate.
Broken windows letting in razor-sharp, cold air, a thick layer of dust covering the armchairs of the lounge. For a place that the congregation of the Church of the Open Mind allegedly meets in, Springwood Lodge seems abandoned. The empty halls are distorting Alister and Saint's perception of what's waiting for them, if anything's waiting for them at all.
So what are our door options here? We just came in from the kitchen into this ballroom. What are the other doors?
So I actually don't remember if you had only opened the door or if you looked through those little like circular windows that you would.
I think we went in. We walked into this room with the like chairs. It looks kind of in like a mockery of a church congregation, I think was the idea.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, all of those big, huge circular round tables that you would see, that you would imagine like being set up for like a banquet hall. Or something like that. You know, really, truly think, for the second chapter in a row, I'm going to describe things like wedding venues. Because nothing's scarier than lifelong commitment.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this up and go home, everybody. Wedding chairs, essentially, is the setup.
No, I get it.
All of those big circular tables that you would normally associate with any sort of, like, venue, wedding venue, banquet hall, what have you. The ones that there's, like, a little latch underneath them and you can... like they kind of like tent up into a rollable.
Oh yes, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. It took me a hot second there. It was like, Ben, you're making a motion with your hands, and it does not make any sense to me.
I associate them most with like churches have them.
Yeah, sure.
Wedding venues have them. Anyway,
cool.
High schools.
Oh hell yeah, prom. Yay.
Those have all definitely been pushed up to the sides of this room. This room has, much like the parts of the building that you've already been in, absolutely degraded over time. It has been kept in disrepair. Simply, it's dusty.
It's falling apart.
But indeed, all of the chairs that would otherwise be at those tables have been arranged into two columns facing a podium that is off of the stage. And is in fact on the ground.
Okay.
You look like you have kind of walked into a church of sorts.
So this room does have like a stage. Like this was a...
There is indeed
venue?
A stage. The curtains are presently shut.
Oh,
okay. So this would have been a place where they were doing like dinner shows or...
Dinner shows, band performances, what have you.
Something dirty dancing. So it's and there's obviously like there's not anybody, we have not surprised anyone mid church going, obviously.
No, this is an empty room.
Okay.
Much like every room that you've been in so far as you can tell.
This is a weird, man. Is the level of... Are the chairs dusty? Are the chairs and are the chairs and the podium and stuff as dusty as the rest of the room?
No.
Okay. And there's not any,
Is there
like...
a lot of...
Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, are there any, like, drag marks or anything to indicate that this stuff gets moved around? Or does it look like it was put here at some point and then that is the only thing in this room that gets used anymore?
It looks like there is definitely a clear path that is not covered in dust.
Okay.
Down the center aisle, for sure.
Okay.
There are clear marks of foot traffic up toward the front, in that center aisle, down each row of chairs. Okay. But it looks like the rest of the room is definitely not occupied. It is dusty.
Damn it.
Is there a balcony?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Dang, I wonder if they just don't care, or this is some sort of because if you were trying to camouflage the inside, this would be a really shit way to do it.
I have been saying ballroom. I guess there's no dance floor, so banquet hall is probably a lot more. I mean, is it description?
Well, I feel like there's not a whole lot of difference between those two things.
It's probably closer to a club room, right? Not as in there's a bunch of chairs and tables, or whatever, and there's a stage. But what people mostly do here is eat and watch a show. They're not dancing. They're not probably socializing a ton. They're mostly just kind of sitting in their groups and getting served.
Yeah, definitely a club room. There's a sick DJ rig by the stage.
I'm thinking about having just seen Cabaret, the Kit Kat Club.
No, for sure. Yeah, more of a dinner club vibe.
Yeah.
Which I think is maybe a closer Venn diagram with a banquet hall than a ballroom.
Yeah.
No one is getting up to dance. That is different.
Just like Footloose.
Different vibe and different flooring.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay. This is all carpet all the way.
Oh, okay. It is carpeted. That was going to be the question I was going to ask. Yuck.
The dust probably isn't showing very clearly then anyway. Window situation?
None.
Really? Okay. So there must be... Are there lights on in here? Because otherwise, we're not seeing shit.
There are indeed some lights on in here.
Okay.
There are these incandescent wall sconces that are on.
Okay.
And they are lighting this
So
room.
it's shadowy, but we can still see what's going on out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people are coming into this room frequently enough that they've just left the lights on.
Yeah.
Which means that we should
probably not stand
hang
here.
around here. Yeah, so...
you can presume, and you actively are.
Yes.
Yeah. So there... I think I may have missed a part where other doors were described. So what is the door situation in here?
There is this double set of swinging doors that leads to the kitchen, the ones that you just came out of. There is a door to the, once again, doesn't matter the actual cardinal directions, but the north end of the room. That leads to the lounge that you first entered into. And then a little bit separated from each other, not all bunched together, there are 3 sets of doors to the south of this room that looks like that is where the traffic is meant to flow into this room from.
Okay.
Where's the stage? Because I was imagining it to the north, and that sounds like that is not true.
The stage is to
west?
The stage is to the effective west of this building, which means you are, when you came in through those kitchen doors, you are staring down that aisle to the stage.
Okay. So we don't need to head to the north because we know what's there.
Yeah.
When I say those 3 sets of doors, really literally think like the convention center.
Yeah.
How they got those 3 sets of doors all right next to each other.
Yeah.
It's all going to the same place. It's just so you don't have everybody coming through one door. Okay. Well, it sounds like south is our... Let me do that character. Well, head south.
Yeah, I will follow Saint.
Okay.
Anything else you want to investigate in this room? Just double checking.
Why is there something in this room for us to investigate? I am actually not sure. I was going to say before we decided to move south, because what we had initially talked about was just going all the way down, the east path.
Yeah.
And then, doing, a grid pattern. Do we want to just, now that we've seen what's in this room,
that might
do
be...
we want to go back and continue to do our grid? Or do we want to do, go south and then come back up the east? And then, so a little bit more weird, but... My other half of this concern is that if we go through the south doors, I bet your bottom dollar, if anyone's coming to that room, they're going to come up through the south, I bet. So, I don't want to run head first.
I think we should keep to the grid pattern, but I would like to go check the... I just want... Because there's nobody in here right now, I want to use this opportunity to go just sneak over and see what's up with the fucking pedestal or the podium and shit.
Cool. I kind of want to check backstage while you're doing that, too, just
Smart.
to see if there's anything interesting back there.
Sounds good.
So we can not be split up, but, like, kind of,
Yeah.
you know, cover a little bit more ground while we're in the same room.
Yeah, so why don't we... Alistair's not the kind of person to say strike while the iron is hot, even though that's one of my personal favorite idioms. I think that we should take the opportunity to... We don't know that this room is going to stay empty, so we should take a moment to see if we can pick up any more information.
All right, I'm going to check backstage if it sounds like you're going to check the podium. Yeah?
Yes.
Go Team Venture.
Let's go.
Do you want to investigate? Roll investigate first,
yes.
or do you want me to?
You do it because I apparently accidentally hit close out on my fucking character sheet, which doesn't help.
With knowing what to roll, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, it does not.
Alright, I am rolling a +2 on investigate. And I rolled, wow, really good. I rolled 3 6s and a 4. So that's a 5 total.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which maybe I just used a really good roll for fucking nothing, but, you know.
How do you want to get up on that stage? Do you want to, let's say that there is maybe like a little side, maybe like some side stairs, or do you want to vault up onto the stage like you're jumping a fence?
Like I'm a teenager in my high school theater department. How tall is the stage?
Oh, probably only like 4 feet up.
No, I'll take the stairs.
That's tall as hell,
That's
isn't
quite
it?
tall.
That's quite tall. I was going to say, most stages I feel like are maybe like 3?
Yeah, that's probably only...
It's like waist height?
It's probably waist height, yeah.
Yeah.
As I said that, I realized 4 feet was a little absurd.
Yeah. But I'll take the stairs either way. I'm not going to vault up there. And that has a high risk of being loud. Which I don't want to do.
Saint just runs down the aisle and then slams it.
That's right.
I say as if I haven't done that myself personally.
Exact same thing. That's right. Many a time.
A Wile E. Coyote plume of smoke.
Yeah.
Or of dust.
Yeah. As someone who has hauled theirself up a stage like that many a time and also flung myself directly into the stage many a time, no, he's not going to do that.
You push back past these massive curtains again that are shut. They're kind of a plum color, very deep, a little bit muted purple. That might be more due to age than anything. Talk about dust. You absolutely see a part that has had almost no foot traffic in who knows how long. It's just, again, it's hardwood, so you can see just the gray layer of dust clinging to every board. This area is unoccupied more so than it was unoccupied in other parts of the building. There's all sorts of props and set pieces back here. Nothing theatrical per se. There, isn't... they didn't do plays here, but there's absolutely those kind of like trapezoidal wooden bandstands like you would see in like I Love Lucy or something at Ricky's nightclub, or you might see some various like lighting decorations for maybe seasonal events, but nothing theatrical per se.
Probably get some of those fake Greek columns.
Yeah, sure.
Shells.
Yeah, something like that for sure. Again, most of that is definitely untouched and caked in a thick layer of dust. There is one surface behind the curtains that is relatively clean, which is that very similar to what you saw in the back of the RV. There is a flat table with 2 of those coiled up dynamos.
Interesting.
And a space in between them in which there is no dust at all.
And it's empty. But, ding ding ding, we found out where they use this weird fucking... Sorry, that's not very polite because it's alive. This being, they are doing sermons or whatever. They're doing cult shit with this being in here.
Can you tell from where you are if the curtains are moved? Like, do they look like they are moved at all as part of this?
Yeah, can I, like, look where the curtains are to see if the dust has been moved, like, around the curtains as if they are parting them? Or if they're just pushing the table through?
It does not look like the curtains have been moved.
Okay, so they're probably just pushing the table through.
In who knows how long.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Anything else, or is that kind of the main point back here?
You do see a door that leads back behind the stage.
Okay.
And by behind the stage, I don't mean behind the curtains. I mean literally
Backstage.
Out of
Backstage. Yeah. To, like, cast rooms or whatever.
Yeah, there is one door to the north. That does have a little gold star on it, and there is one door to the west that looks a little more utilitarian.
Okay, so...
And that door to the west is positioned behind the stage in such a way that it would not be visible from the seating.
Sure. Yeah, it's in the wings.
It is, I mean, it is a maintenance-looking door.
Yeah. In which it becomes incredibly obvious, if it wasn't already, that we have multiple theater people on this show.
We had an argument about plum versus mauve earlier, so...
Yeah, okay.
We're painting a picture.
Okay, I would like to go... If we want to go back to Z for them to do their investigation, what I'm going to do is I would like to go into that star room, into, presumably, the star's room. Because that's going to be, knock on wood, a singular room, and I can take a guess who it may belong to if anybody uses it, and that is intriguing to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Sick.
But I don't want to... But if, Z, if you want to do your thing first.
Yeah, sure. I can do that. I always roll... I gotta start just fucking rolling. The Google dice love me so much more. I own all these dice, and all of them betray me. That is a 3 neutrals and a negative, which gets me a 1. Total of +1 for investigate.
I don't think there's a ton. I don't think a low score is really going to hurt you here.
That's fair.
The podium is the podium.
Yeah.
It is absolutely, although you wouldn't know this because you're not behind the curtains, it is absolutely one of the bandstands that Saint has found behind the curtain.
Sure.
Repurposed into being a lectern of sorts for Dr. Springwood's sermons. What is resting on the back of it is one of his books.
Okay. If I flip through it, is it like annotated or?
Oh yeah. Plenty of underlined lines, plenty of like legal pad pages that are kind of stuffed in there.
Who fucking annotates their own books?
A narcissist.
If this man's head gets any bigger, he's not going to be able to fit through the door.
He's not going to be able to fit into this building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure shove it up his own ass, though.
No, I love it. Yeah, Alister thinks to himself, if this man's head gets any bigger, he's going to generate his own gravitational field. I will... Yeah, no. Just sort of...
Perhaps the greatest horror in this story is untreated narcissism.
Yeah, apparently. It's just like, oh my god, this fucking guy. And I'm going to follow Saint, since there's sort of... There's not really a whole lot going on here.
Stairs or parkour?
Oh my god, stairs. Sorry,
You're really hoping one of us is about to do some dumbass shit, huh? Ben, please, just because I'm a dumbass does not mean that
I know, right?
Saint
I'm like,
is.
Ezra's answer is parkour, even though I have one fucked up knee and I'm 31. Alistair's
Every
answer
time.
is that's going to make too much noise.
Because the curtains are shut, you would be parkouring up onto the stage and then throwing your full body weight onto the curtains.
That's right.
Which means just
Drag
up,
him right
higher
down.
than your heads, you just hear... As a curtain rod that was installed probably 60 years ago, maybe doesn't take the...
Just the
and
concept
kills
of
you
200
instantly.
pounds slamming into it very nicely.
the concept of intentionally throwing up that much dust is making me feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so no. I will, quietly walk my ass up and something Wizard of Oz shit behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah, do not peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Well, good news, if you peek behind the curtain, it's just me.
Yep.
It's just me, your boy. Cool. Find anything?
The man annotates his own books. I shouldn't be
Well, that
surprised.
says a lot about him, doesn't it?
It doesn't really tell us anything we didn't already know, but it does speak volumes.
True.
What about you?
So, this, and I'll point to the very obvious cult object, is very similar to what I found in his RV, actually, except obviously there was something in that center part there. So I think we could probably A plus B equals C. He brings this out on the stage to do some of his sermon stuff, though I don't exactly know what.
It almost looks like the sort of thing you'd expect someone to use if they were claiming to do divination or channeling of some kind.
Right, it looks like.
Communing with some sort of other power.
Which, to be fair, I think he might be, though it's not quite, like, standard. It's not like a glass orb that he's claiming to see the future through. I think the thing that I talked to, I think that's the Traveler, and I think he puts him there, and the electricity, I guess, keeps it in place or something. I don't know. It's... man, I wish I could see it. I mean, I don't, because whatever it is cannot be comfortable for the Traveler. But I'm fascinated to know... yeah, I am interested to see what he's doing with it, but doesn't matter. So there's that, which is interesting. And so we've got... that looks like a maintenance door over there. That looks like the door for the star, and I am gonna bet that you and I can guess who the star probably is.
I find it hard to imagine it would be anyone else.
Yeah.
Will you check to see what's in there? I want to get a closer look at whatever these devices are.
Sure. That star door locked?
It sure is.
Balls.
Hey,
All
we
right,
have burglary.
Time to attempt a burgle. Because I went so well last
Something
time.
about making burgle as a verb is just...
The verb.
It's good.
Very funny.
English is a garbage language, but I love it.
That's right. Okay, so I have a +1 to burglary. I rolled pretty okay again. 2 6s, a 4, and a 2. So all in all, I have a +2. I guess a 2 total. I'm not saying that correctly.
Sure, go ahead. It's a pretty simple doorknob with a key. Hole. The key isn't on the doorknob.
Great. I do the Skyrim lock-picking mechanic, and I pop it open.
Sure, the door opens just fine, although you are greeted with darkness.
Is there a light switch?
There are indeed 2 light switches.
2? Interesting. Okay. I will flick one and see what happens.
You flick one, and the bright ring of bulbs in a square shape flicker on
Mirror.
around the dressing room mirror. Oh, definitely an old Hollywood kind of look, with iridescent bulbs arranged in a square in front of a mirror.
It suddenly gets like 15
by
degrees
the
hotter in
light-
that room.
Absolutely. By the light of that, you indeed see, makeup brushes, a pile of notes. You can see that there is a closet bar on the side of the room that has a number of suit jackets hanging from it. This is indeed a small dressing room, exactly what you would expect.
What happens when I flick the other one on?
Overhead lighting.
Great. I'm going to turn the bulbs off because I do not want it to be a badillion fucking degrees in here. And also I want to see stuff better. Because those lights are warm and great for when you're standing in front of a mirror and not great for much else.
You reach over to turn the bulbs off, and as you do, as you touch the switch, one of the bulbs pops. And there's a spray of hot glass that hits the table.
Okay. Shit. I wish I had saved that for when he was sitting in front of it, so it would have killed him, but I guess that's whatever.
Wow. Such hostility toward the villain.
No, okay.
What, just because he's your antagonist? You have to antagonize?
I mean, to be fair, like, I had that thought earlier, too, when we were, like, disturbing the dust, and when I moved the curtains, and like he's gonna know we were here.
He's gonna find out eventually.
Yeah, because I'm gonna punch him in the face. Like, it's not gonna matter. But I'm very glad I wasn't sitting in front of that mirror then. And I'm glad I turned those off. So yeah, I'm gonna leave those off. And take a closer look around the room. I'd like to look at those notes. Is there... Specifically the notes, I guess. But I'll take another gander room and see if there's anything else of note. Haha.
Haha. No.
Okay, what did the notes say?
The notes are indeed covered in the visitor's alphabet. They are not written in the visitor's alphabet. I want to make that clear distinction. But once again, there are very large drawings of the same symbols that you saw on his computer, with handwritten English notes surrounding them. It appears that he is logging either the responses of his congregation around those symbols, or that he himself is trying to decipher their meaning.
Both are interesting. Okay. I would like to take photos of these pages with, like, my phone. Or scan. You can do that with your phone. You can, like, scan images and get a clearer picture. So I'm going to do that with all of these pages.
Sure. Your phone is not able to process the visitor's alphabet, but otherwise you kind of get the transcription.
Great. But I'll be able to, like, it's in the same order, as all the other stuff. Cool. So I can just kind of A plus B equals C. I gotta stop saying that. But I'll be able to, like, figure it out is the long and short. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Nothing else of interest. Besides all the broken glass. Oops. Whatever. Nothing I can do about that now. Okay, nope. I will leave the room, turn off the light, and close the door. Is there a way to lock it from the inside? Can I, like, turn the like, switch on the inside? Sorry, what's the name of, like, the...
Yeah.
When there's a lock on the inside of the door?
Yeah, you flip the lock on the inside of the door and shut it behind you.
Okay, so at least it will be less
after turning
obvious,
off the lights, of course.
Yeah, that someone was in here.
Yeah, maybe that bulb broke for other reasons. Like a squirrel.
Or one of his people was in here or something. Somebody who had a key. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but I'm doing my best. Okay. I want to look at the thing.
I would like to use my Better with Machines stunt here so that I can roll rapport dealing with unfamiliar technology.
Sure.
I want to know what the fuck is going on with these things. I'll, like, take, I'll do the standard, take some photos, make some little observations, but I might touch them a little bit. They've clearly... Do they look like they don't have dust on them? Like, this is something that gets used, right?
The dynamos?
Yeah.
No dust on the dynamos.
Okay. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna roll... I have a +3 to rapport, so I'm gonna roll different dice this time because those ones betrayed me repeatedly. And I own a truly horrifying quantity of polyhedral dice. Do not at me. Or do. I have recommendations. I will absolutely plug my favorite handmade dice maker, given the opportunity. Okay. Well, one second, that one's cocked. Nope. God, I'm so bad at this. That's really funny. No, wait, I read that wrong. That's 2 negatives and 2 positives, so I have a 3. It'll come out in the wash.
Lovely. So what are you trying to figure out about the machine?
I want to know what these do. Are they producing electricity? Are they, like... Are they plugged into anything? Are they, are they like Tesla coils? Are they like, I want to get a sense of, like, one, can I get even a basic idea of what it is that they do? And the other one is, like, do they seem like something made by humans? Like, are they I mean, you know, the thing that we dealt with in the radio tower was, like, definitely of alien origin. That was not human technology. This is something that's, like, if it was, you know, if it was built by Springwood the Elder or people associated with him, you know, that's, like, there's a basis in existing technology there, probably, in terms of audio equipment and stuff like that. So I just want to try to I want to try to figure out if this is, like, is this terrestrial technology, and then see if I can figure out what it is that it's meant to do.
Sure. This technology is absolutely terrestrial. It is machine components that you absolutely recognize. Nothing about it looks particularly alien. You are right to describe it as Tesla coil-ish.
Okay.
Although it is more like the kind of almost cartoonish dynamo that you might see in a Frankenstein adaptation. That's kind of more spire-like with rings around it. But yes, definitely human-made. You can kind of get a feel for how old it might be, in the same way that if any of us went to an antique store and saw something, you can kind of get a rough feel of how old it is just by
how it's manufactured.
Just
does it have plastic in it? You know, that kind of a thing.
Sure. Yeah, through a dozen tiny hints and senses that we can't really name. And it feels very, very old.
Okay. Very old, like, turn of the 19th century, or very old, like, ancient?
Younger than either of those two dates.
Okay.
But definitely older than you.
Okay, so it probably dates back to the first iteration of the cult that was here.
More than likely.
Okay.
You know what I mean, though? Like, I don't know, you see like an old sewing machine, and it just kind of has an old metal smell.
Yeah, it's stuff ages.
Like, oh, this is from before the 50s.
Yeah.
Or something.
You know, okay. Yeah, there is, once it's actually like an antique.
But again, younger than both of the dates you offer.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not like an 1890s singer or something. It's 20th century, but it's like, you know, more mid-century modern.
Yes, but you can tell this technology is old. It is definitely not manufactured. There are no trademarks or design flourishes of any kind.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it was custom built for exactly what it's there to do.
Sure.
What is it there to do? You can't necessarily tell.
Okay.
But it does not look like it was any sort of mass manufactured anything. It looks like it was engineered by the people who needed it.
Does it seem to be plugged into any kind of external power source?
Why, yes, Ezra, it does.
Oh, okay. Fascinating.
You notice two sets of cables coming out of the back of each of them. They trail off down the back of the table and snake a sharp left through a hole cut in the bottom of the maintenance door.
Oh, okay. Do the cables also look like comparable time period? Or does that look like maybe it's being updated or replaced?
Comparable time period.
Ooh, that's a fucking fire hazard and a half.
Yeah, with these curtains and this dust.
Damn.
That bulb dust. These people are not into maintenance.
Yeah, man. We're not even gonna have to like defeat them. We're just gonna have to wait till this place catches fire.
We could have left this place alone for another 2 weeks and they would have burned down. We could probably just speed up the process if we wanted to.
I mean, worst case scenario, yeah, we can burn. We can. You know, we don't need no water. Let this motherfucker burn.
Yeah, we could just commit arson.
The gang commits an arson, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Once again, would either of our characters consider arson as
probably
a
not.
reasonable solution
Is
to
it-
this? Absolutely
Is it
not.
insurance fraud if I mean, I guess it is still insurance fraud if someone else's. Is it insurance fraud if you don't know if someone has insurance on the place and you burn it down anyway?
No, because the point of insurance fraud is to get the money from
not
insurance,
wrong.
and we would not be getting the
No,
money
that's
from
fair.
the insurance. I think what you're saying that we do is manslaughter at best,
Yeah.
and probably murder,
Yeah, it's probably murder.
and definitely arson.
It's a lot. Yeah, that would be arson.
It would be many a crime, which your government might get you out of, but not me.
Nope.
Um,
Something,
Okay.
arson, murder, and jaywalking.
okay.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna. I guess I will point this out to Saint. I think Alistair's. You're probably like taking a knee next to this thing and is like poking around at it when you come back out the door. And just we'll look up and it's like, looks like it was. These devices are. You said that these look the same as the ones that you saw in the RV.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no expert, but it looks similar.
These ones, I would say, were probably manufactured before 1955. And the power cables don't look as if they've been replaced either. It's all one unit. And Alistair like points over at the door, the maintenance door, and it's just like, I think that's our next stop.
That is definitely Springwood's dressing room. I found, and I'll show you, Alistair, the scans. These were some notes that he had. It's either he's trying to decipher the visitor's language, or he has taken notes about what other people think. Either way, this seems maybe useful. Nothing, obviously, right now that is going to be anything, but
Be a
something to
clue
take a
as
look
to
at
exactly
later.
what it is he's doing with this.
Maybe. But I think you're right. I think we should look at the wires next, and then maybe try and take a pit stop somewhere to dig into this further.
Yeah, alright. Is the maintenance door locked?
Are you asking to jiggle the handle?
Why are you being coy? Obviously.
Yes.
All right.
If I get electrocuted, I get electrocuted. Yeah, I'm gonna try to jiggle the handle. Or I don't.
A trapdoor opens.
I don't know.
Fall
Should
and
I mean,
die. Oh no!
I can put my ear up against it and see if I can hear anybody moving around.
Yeah, I
in
was gonna say
there.
it's not a bad idea to get in the habit of listening on the other side to see if there's people coming.
Does the door turn into a mimic and kill me?
God, what a twist, huh?
What the beast?
We open the door to the hallway. It's one of those ones that have like the holes all along that are full of like poison darts.
It's just we open this
remember-
door and it immediately turns into or to one of those the swinging axes from Skyrim comes out and just immediately
it's an
obliterates
Indiana
Alistair.
Jones hallway with a boulder.
I would like to make my way over to the maintenance door and just kind of just listen at the door to make sure it's not like there's, the fucking bizarre world version of cyan and magenta aren't fucking around in there or something. The even more bizarro world version of cyan and magenta. I don't know, they're evil counterparts.
Right, that's right. Chartreuse and
Mauve.
mauve.
Yeah. Chartreuse and vermilion. The color that
maybe.
nobody can agree whether it means green or red.
Right.
You jiggle the handle, and you indeed find that the door is locked.
Okay.
Okay, do we hear people though?
You don't hear any people on the other side of the door.
Okay.
From the other side of the curtain, however,
Fuck.
you hear a door shut.
God damn it. Okay. We are gonna need to burgle this door real fast.
Yep.
Is this a, you
I-
have burglary too?
Yeah,
Yes?
but I think I'm not very good at it. Can I help you? Because I've been
I
rolling,
have a plus
dog
one.
shit.
We both have a plus one, so either way, one of us should help the other.
I will help you.
I am rolling slightly better tonight.
Yeah, because
so
I'm
gonna
rolling
be
like
at a
onto
+2.
the silly little I'm rolling like butt song starts playing.
Okay, this is another pretty good roll. All in all, I have a 5. I rolled 2 6s, a 5, and a 4.
Damn, okay.
So with the 2, I rolled a 5 total.
Sure, you attempt to stick the pin into, I don't know how lockpicking fully works, but I know there's 2 pieces.
It depends.
But you attempt to stick one of the pins into the lock, and you are having some trouble getting it open.
With a 5?
With a 5.
Christ. Okay.
You struggle with it a little longer, perhaps being careful about the amount of volume you are outputting into the room. And you do not seem to be having any luck getting it open.
What kind of lock is it?
It is more heavy duty than the one leading into the dressing room, for sure. Yes.
Okay. That shouldn't make a difference.
As opposed to the lock inside the doorknob that is in the that led to the dressing room. This is one of those more flat ones. It looks very heavy duty. A metallic finish to it.
Okay.
A very secure looking door.
Fuck.
To the point where I am determining, like, this is not gonna budge in a quick manner, I should give up? Or is it like, if I do this long enough, I'll get through?
You don't feel that you're making any progress.
We're gonna need a key. This is one of those fucking the Dishonored.
This is one of those things where the door, like, we try to open the door and it says you're gonna need a key. Shit.
Do I hear anybody moving around from the other side of the curtains?
No.
Okay.
So they opened a door. Okay. I'm about to say something that is absolutely going to get me jump scared, but I'm going to say it anyway. I would like to go to, like, the end of the wing we're in and, like, peek kind of through the edge of the curtain to get a view of the room without, like, going out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand why I said this is going to get me jump scared, yeah? Maybe I just gave you an idea and that was stupid of me, but, you know.
You peek through the very small gap between the curtain and the edges of the stage frame. They are sporadic. The seats in this room are not full, but every couple of chairs, in every couple of rows, there are white figures sitting, facing forward, and waiting. The doors between the lounge and the ballroom are wide open, and a very cold air has filled this area.
Good thing we didn't go through those doors, huh?
When you say white...
When you say white figures, are they, like, faceless? Are they, like, just the people in the white robes, or are they, like, ghosts? That's what I'm trying to clarify.
Saint, you can't tell.
Okay.
We're not that far away from the chairs, are we?
No. No, you're not. But if there were real people, it's weird you didn't hear any footsteps.
That's a fair point. Interesting. And this is not quite how my empathy skill works, at least not without me making a sound. I think that we should just try and leave.
Where, though?
The incandescent wall sconces flicker in a row from the stage to the back of house and back again. And in those fleeting glimpses of darkness, the audience has disappeared.
Shit.
What you've just been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It was an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players are Ezra Kaye as Agent Alister McAndrews and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man Saint Garcia Flores. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show. Our theme song is by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was created by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. We are currently in the process of remastering and transcribing earlier episodes of the show, and for that I would like to thank Glory Duda, Marcel Hood, and Julie Cooper, as they write down our every word and weave an intricate web of audio for you. You can stay tuned to our social media channels for more information on these developments. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. You can follow us on social media at InfinityBreak23 and check out our website for all of our other podcasts at infinitybreak.net. We appreciate you listening to this program. If you want to help spread the word, there are a good many ways to do that. Word of mouth helps us immensely, and you can add us at ParaSciencePod on Twitter. And while you're at it, why not tag InfinityBreak23? We have a Patreon at patreon.com/InfinityBreak where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. And if you listen to Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Lastly, I would encourage you to join the haunted chorus of voices at the Infinity Break fan Discord. That's bit.ly/InfinityTalk, capital I Infinity, capital T Talk. That's all for now. Let ParaScience never let you sleep, like a knocking sound from the attic or a drop of blood from the ceiling. Be careful where you step this chapter.